heads of states. It's a pleasure to present Lula in this summit of BRICS. It's a pleasure to be next to countries allied to BRICS. We have inherited of those who have fought for a new international order and those who conceived a new international order. The world has been experimenting in this new century, new changes. The Global South had the way to peace. In the past, the Arab League was in front of an initiative for peace, for the resolution of the conflict between Israel and Palestine. Today, Egypt has been important for humanitarian aid to reach those in Gaza, and Qatar is a bridge between Hamas and Israel. It was Brazil that October last year proposed a resolution for the current situation that was rejected by the veto of a unique country. It was South Africa that, with bravery, went to the Court of Justice to try to stop this genocide. It was the Global South who voted in the Assembly of the United Nations to stop this situation, and the role of other countries, on the other hand, has been not valuable. Those defending or that say they defend human rights create hate, and they contribute to the impoverishment of the Security Council. There will be no peace until there is an independent Palestinian state. The decision of its existence was taken years ago for the United Nations, but the UN that created Israel has their hands tied. There are no justifications for the acts of Hamas. However, the acts of Israel was a collective punishment for the Palestinian people. Launching explosives reached Hamburgo, and Londres in the Second World was similar to this event. We have to take precautions for this conflict not to transform in a total war. We have to avoid an escalation, and it's important also in the conflict in Ukraine. This is the message that Brazil promotes with other countries. We form a club for peace, promoting dialogue and looking for peace. This could only be achieved by respect to international law and the principles of the UN Charter and the role of the United Nations. It is necessary to be focused on the challenges of our times. Brazil is contrary to sanctions that violate international law and causes damage to the populations of those affected countries. The case of Cuba is also to be highlighted. The measures that for more than 6 decades affect the development of the country's development and aggravate the energy situation in the country and also the health situation. We renew our solidarity with Cuba, and we call to reduce measures that are against Cuba and remove Cuba from the list promoting terrorism. We know this is not fair. Brazil, in the priority of G20, selected facing climate change and reforming global order and the reformation of United Nations structure, financial institutions, and others. We invite all those who adhere against hunger and poverty to mobilize resources to face this situation. Likewise, we call to elevate awareness of contribution to fight against global change in the way for 2030. In Brazil, we can be users of our responsibilities, and we should join forces not to stay behind in the energy transition and digital revolution. We cannot limit our position to provide resources only of centuries. We cannot remain quiet in the terms of artificial intelligence and its regulations of our data. This year, the G20 approved a call for action in reforming ruling of the world that had the approval of the present countries. Many of them, Brazil, proposed to the United Nations a conference to revise the United Nations Charter based on 109 article. We want to reach a system in which this topic of cooperation, Global South, and a ruling of the world is fair. Thank you very much.